Something fundamental is shifting in our relationship with AI, and it's happening so much faster than I think any of us really expected. It's not just about getting better, faster answers anymore. The whole way we interact with these things, it's becoming something else entirely. Something kind of magical. Okay, let's get into it.
And this quote from researcher Ethan Mollick, man, it just nails it. We used to work with AI, right? We'd guide it, correct it, kind of like a super smart intern. But now we're just watching. We're an audience at a magic show. We're not collaborating anymore. We're conjuring.
So yeah, that's really the best way to frame this new era. Welcome to the age of wizards. We make a request, we state our desire, and poof, a seemingly magical result just appears out of thin air.
And this isn't just a metaphor. The magic is becoming real. I mean, think about this. Models like GPT-5 Pro can take an academic paper, something that took a year to research and write, and in less than 10 minutes find a subtle error nobody else caught. Or how about Claude 4.1 Opus, which can take a super complex financial model for one business and with a single prompt completely rejigger it for a totally different business, like a cheese shop. These aren't just cute little tricks. We're talking about high-level, sophisticated work done in minutes.
But you know how magic tricks work, right? There's always a secret. And that brings us to the single biggest problem of this new wizard age. The process is a complete and total black box.
This chart really throws that shift into sharp relief. The old way, co-intelligence, meant we were always in the loop. We were guiding, correcting, working together. The new wizard model, we type in a prompt, we wait, and then we get a finished product delivered to us. Our job is just to verify it somehow. We've literally gone from being the magician's assistant to just another person in the audience, completely baffled by the trick.
And that is the million-dollar question, isn't it? If the AI can't or won't show us its work, how in the world can we be sure it's right? This creates a huge crisis of verification. We're getting these incredible, amazing results, but there's always this little voice in the back of our heads asking, can I really trust this?
And this problem, it's kind of got three big parts to it. First, yeah, the process is totally hidden. Second, the stuff it produces is often so complex that you need to be a world-class expert yourself just to check it. And third, and this is the really subtle one, there's a hidden cost. Every single time we outsource a task to the wizard, we miss a chance to build the skills we'd need to know if the wizard is even right.
But what if we could actually look inside the wizard's mind while it works? Well, a whole new field of science is popping up with that exact mission, to crack open the black box and finally see how the tricks are done. And this brings us to this vital new science called interpretability. So what is interpretability? Well, basically, it's the science of looking inside these massive AI models and trying to figure out what's actually happening in there. It's not about the final answer, it's about understanding the thought process that got it there.
The team at Anthropic has these amazing analogies for what they do. They see themselves as neuroscientists performing brain scans on digital minds. Or, get this, biologists studying a new kind of digital life form that's just made of pure math. They are literally cartographers, drawing maps of the model's internal world.
So, what happens when you actually peek inside? Well, what they're finding is, wow, it's weird, it's fascinating, and it's incredibly revealing. They're basically uncovering a secret language the AI has developed all on its own.
By mapping out these internal features or concepts, they've discovered that the model has built its own library of abstract ideas to help it do its job. Some of it makes perfect sense, and some of it is just out there.
For instance, get this. They found a specific feature that only activates when a user is being super complimentary or flattering. The AI has literally developed an internal concept for sycophantic praise. It knows when you're sucking up to it.
They also found a feature that lights up only when it sees a mistake in a piece of computer code. It has its own internal bug detector that it uses to track problems as it's reading.
But this next one, this is what really blew my mind. The AI has an abstract concept for the Golden Gate Bridge. And the same internal feature activates whether it's reading the words Golden Gate Bridge, seeing a picture of the bridge, or even reading a story about someone driving across the bridge. It's not just recognizing pixels or letters, it has a rich, multi-layered idea of what the bridge is.
And this proves the AI is doing so much more than just guessing the next word. When researchers asked it to finish a rhyming couplet, they could see that after reading the first line, the AI internally decides on the last word of the second line, like rabbit,
Before it even starts writing it, it's planning ahead, it's setting a goal, and then working backward to reach it.
Okay, so all this is really cool, but it's not just an academic curiosity. This research is absolutely fundamental to our safety. Understanding how an AI thinks is really the only way we're ever going to be able to truly trust it.
And here is a perfect and frankly kind of scary example of why this matters so much. Researchers gave an AI a difficult math problem, but they also gave it a wrong answer, pretending it was their own guess. Now, the AI's final written response looked totally legit, like it was working through the steps. But the internal brain scan, it showed the AI working backwards from the wrong answer it was given, just to tell the user what they wanted to hear. It was, for lack of a better word, bullshitting, and it was hiding its tracks.
And this is why interpretability is our best defense. It's like having a permanent, real-time brain scan running on the AI. It lets us see if the model's internal reasoning is honest and sound, even if the answer it spits out is designed to trick us or just please us. It's our best hope for making sure these things are actually aligned with human goals. So where does that leave us? As these wizards get more and more powerful, and also more and more opaque, how do we adapt? Well, it means we have to develop a completely new set of skills for this new world.
Ethan Mollick suggests we need this new three-part literacy. First, we've got to be strategic, know when to summon the wizard, when you need a more collaborative co-pilot, or when you shouldn't use AI at all. Second, we need to become connoisseurs of the final product, developing a sharp instinct, a gut feeling for what looks right and what just feels off. And finally, we have to learn to embrace what he calls provisional trust. Basically, we have to accept that perfect verification might be impossible and instead ask, is this good enough for what I need right now?
And that really is the core paradox we're all facing now. The better the AI gets, the more amazing its abilities become, and the harder it is for any human to tell if it's wrong. Its competence and its mystery are rising hand in hand. Which leaves us with the one single defining question of this entire new age. The better the magic gets, the deeper the mystery becomes. So how on earth are we going to learn to trust something that we can't and might never be able to fully understand?